Right, looks like Nick Fancy Frank is going to be starting on the pole for this one. Let's take a look at the grid. You got Nick Fancy Frank on the pole, Michael Whiting to the outside, Patrick Coluccio, Doug Norton second row, Wayne Bridges, and Gerald Thanos Poole in the 25 is in the third row. Chris Ironman Standridge in seventh, and Jim Johnson back in eighth. Now, if you haven't watched any of the Wednesday night SR8 races, those guys have the teams, and Chris Ironman Standards and Gerald Thanos Poole are on the same team. So yes, you do have Thanos and Ironman, but they also have Superman and the Hulk, and that team is nicknamed the Unholy Alliance because it is all the good guys and one of the ultimate bad guys. Just a little bit of fun that these Outcast guys like to have. They are a great group to run with, and definitely if you ever get the opportunity to race with them, check it out. And side note to that, some of them will probably be running in the HTSAI new league that will be formed later tonight. We'll have that new league formed and on iRacing for you to join. It'll be a Friday night fun league. I won't be broadcasting it because I'll be racing in it, but you'll be able to watch my streams from that. It'll be no points, just fun races. Every league member will get to pick one or two race ideas, and we'll run them. So some really exciting stuff to come. Right now, some exciting 305s here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Nick Fancy Frank leads him down into turn one. He's got Michael Whiting to the outside, and here comes Patrick Coluccio to the inside. 3 wide on the backstretch. They sort it out for 3 and 4. Nick Frank just holding on to second right now, but he's got Wayne Bridges and Chris Standridge now charging through the field. Patrick Coluccio has opened up a bit of a lead over Wayne Bridges. Chris Standridge now up to third. Michael Whiting back to fourth. 3 wide behind him with Gerald Thanos Poole, Jim Johnson, Doug Norton, and Nick Frank on the back right now, looking to get some positions back as we run. Meanwhile, Chris Standridge has run down. He is now up 4 positions, up to third, started in 7th. Wayne Bridges started in 5th, up to 2nd. And both of them are charging towards the front. 4 laps to go in heat number 1. Do believe we'll end up with 3 heats tonight here in the 305, so definitely get some extra racing in here tonight. 3 laps to go. Patrick Coluccio still off the front, still up in the lead. Second place is Wayne Bridges. Third place is Chris Standridge. Wayne Bridges trying to close the gap. Michael Whiting fourth. Let's take a ride around the track with Michael Whiting. As we come down the white flag, you can see these cars just get down in there. He clears his mask. Final lap. We'll have to ride along during heat number 2, but looks like Wayne Bridges is going to take second. Patrick Coluccio, though, huge win. Huge gap coming to the checkered flag, and Wayne Bridges, Chris Standridge, Michael Whiting, and Gerald Thanos Poole round out your top 5. Then Jim Johnson, Doug and Tyler Norton, and Nick Franks round out the field. All right, heat number 2. Let's take a look at the lineup. Ryan Nesbitt out front. You heard Chris Standridge say that he was the one to beat here tonight. David Tormasci in second, Skylar Massey third. Fourth is going to be Corey Goodall. Then Todd Schott is fifth, Jared Heasley in sixth, Tom Land seventh, and Brian Mansfield will round out the field in 8th place. Pace truck leading them around. Tom Tom Land has not taken to the track. I'm not seeing him on track. He is showing as not being on track at the moment, so I'm not sure if he had some computer difficulty or what technical glitch he might have, but he is currently not on the track for his heat. We'll see how that plays out. Hopefully he can get back out here and be competitive with these guys. He is always one to watch, and he is always coming to the front in these cars. We'll see what he can do once they hit the feature. Ryan Nesbitt, he is being said, is the one to beat tonight. We'll see what happens here as he leads them down into heat number 2. Green flag in the air. They are off. Ryan Nesbitt gets a good jump. David to the outside. But Skylar Massey there in the blue and purple car, he is jumping up, and Corey Goodall on the move as well. Corey Goodall all the way to up into third. Now he's running for second. They're 3 wide. Right behind him is David Tormasci, Jared Heasley, and Todd Schott. All 3. And we've got one, Tom Land, struggling there. He got the inside tire. He gets the turn straightened out and keeps going. Meanwhile, Ryan Nesbitt up in the lead. Looks like Todd Schott has gone off track for the moment. Skylar Massey currently in second. Corey Goodall in third. Jared Heasley is fourth. Brian Mansfield fifth. David Tormasci sixth. And both Tom Land and Todd Schott are showing off track. Ryan Nesbitt continues to lead, coming to 4 laps to go. Looks like they're starting to get spread out just a little bit. Jared Heasley's picked up 2 spots since the start. Biggest mover has been Brian Mansfield, though. He is up 3 spots to 5th, started in 8th. He will be one to watch in the feature, see if he continues to move through the field quickly on these starts like he did on the start of this heat. Tom Land now back out on track in 8th, and I do believe Todd Schott is now back on track, but slow to the inside. 2 laps to go. Ryan Nesbitt still out in the lead, but it looks like Skylar Massey might have found something. He might be closing that gap down just a little bit. Final lap, will he have enough time to get up there and compete? Doesn't look like he is going to get there. It's going to be Ryan Nesbitt with the win. Skylar Massey comes home second. Corey Goodall third. Jared Heasley fourth. Brian Mansfield 5th, and David Tormasci, Todd Schott, and Tom Land round out heat number 2. Moving on to heat number 3. And the grid looks like this. Lance Sponberg, Derek Nearhood on the front row. Ben Flanagan and Kevin Martin, row number 2. Brian Burkhart and Brett Carroll, number 5th and 6th, and Trevor Burge is going to round out this. Pace car leading them around. Remember, this is a bit bigger track. They've got a lot more room to move around, and you can recover a little bit easier here, but it is only 10 degrees of banking in the turns, 4 degrees on the straightaways. And also don't forget, each heat, each feature, each everything, they start on a fresh track. It goes back to the 0 state for these races. Pace truck will dive off. Lance Sponberg is going to lead them down. There's Lance up front in the 14 car. Derek Nearhood to his outside. Pace car is in, just waiting for the flag man at this point. Lance Sponberg ready to lead them down into turn 1. Green in the air. Lance Sponberg gets off, but Derek Nearhood got a bit of a run on that restart. Meanwhile, you got Ben Flanagan and Kevin Martin side by side all the way around the track right now. The 3 behind Brian Burkhart, Trevor Burge, Brett Carroll currently lined up single file at the moment. We'll see if they get back up here and battle. But right now, this battle is for third place between between Kevin Martin and Ben Flanagan. And in the meantime, they're trying to get up there and battle these two lead cars. Lance Sponberg still at the front, but he has got a lot of competition coming. Kevin Martin in the 85 trying to get up there and take the top spot. He's got a whale of a run coming off turn 4. Can't quite get it. We've got a car in the wall back there. And caution is out. Looks like Brian Burkhart. As you see him come down the front straightaway, looked like Burkhart had a little trouble coming off turn 4. Got a little bit loose, drove up the wall there a little bit, and brought us under our first caution. Brian Burkhart currently on pit road. He'll get his repairs, get back out. Pace truck way in front of the leader right now. Looks like Lance Sponberg's holding back just a little bit on the pace lap. And we've got a little bumping under caution here. Looks like Kevin Martin was getting a bit of a love tap there from the, I believe it was a 40 of Derek Nearhood. Pace truck is in. Lance Sponberg, Kevin Martin are going to lead him down. Green flag in the air. And that 85 car going backwards a little bit on that restart, but here comes Derek Nearhood to the inside. He is looking to go for that top spot already. And Kevin Martin starting to charge back. He's back up to third after slipping back a couple spots on the restart. Final lap coming to the checkers. It'll be Lance Sponberg winning. Derek Nearhood came home second. On to the consolation feature. And it looks like we'll have Michael Whiting and Jared Heasley on the front row, followed by Trevor Burge, Gerald Thanos Poole, Brian Mansfield, Ben Flanagan, Jim Johnson, David Tormasci, Brett Carroll, Doug Tyre Norton, Todd Schott, and Brian Burkhart. Behind them will be Nick Fancy Frank and Tom Land, currently not showing on track. We'll see if he gets, hopefully he'll be back out here in a few moments. Jared Heasley in the 2 car tonight. Michael Whiting to the inside in the 44. Pace car will duck off on the back straightaway. Michael Whiting will lead him around. Pace truck dives off. As they come through the corner, Michael Whiting looks to his right, asks Jared Heasley if he wants to ring the bell. Ding, ding. Green flag in the air. Michael Whiting, Jared Heasley side by side, but the battle's going on right behind them. The front two get a little bit of a run off the front, but they are getting side by side all the way through the field, trying to make it 3 wide on the first lap, coming through 3 and 4, now down into 1 and 2. Everybody's keeping the car straight. Jared Heasley's got quite a run there to the outside, but the battle's for about 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th here. Ben Flanagan, Brian Mansfield, Jim Johnson just battling it out for those 3 positions. Another one to watch. Looks like Brian Burkhart is now starting to come through the field in the 18 car. He's already picked up 3 positions and continues to charge forward. There's Brian down on the inside as they go through 1 and 2. And he is continuing to march through the field. He started in 12th. He's all the way up to 8th. Meanwhile, out front, Jared Heasley leading. Trevor Burge has picked up a spot. He is to 2nd. Michael Whiting has slipped back to 3rd into the clutches of Ben Flanagan, who's already picked up a couple of spots, and he is always fast in these 305s. Gerald Thanos Poole in 5th. Brian Mansfield back to 6th. Jim Johnson still holding on to 7th. Brian Burkhart now solidly up into 8th and making a charge on Jim Johnson. 6 laps to go, coming down to 5 laps to go. Jared Heasley still up in the lead, up running that high line. Trevor Burge right there with him between the races. Jared said he is not a big fan of the dirt track at Charlotte, but I imagine he's a little bit more of a fan right now, leading. Trevor Burge too is inside though, getting off into 3 and 4. Will Trevor be able to complete the pass for the lead? Meanwhile, Brian Burkhart has taken 7th from Jim Johnson. Let's take a ride around for a lap in the car of Brian Burkhart as he crosses the start-finish line. Coming down with 2 laps to go. He is moving up quickly through this field. Now up to 7th, following these leaders around, trying to find anywhere he can to get past. Meanwhile, up front, the battle for the lead is still going. On the final lap, it is Jared Heasley leading, going into 3 and 4. Trevor Burge in 2nd. Looks like they will finish that way. It is Jared Heasley winning. Trevor Burge 2nd. Michael Whiting 3rd. Ben Flanagan 4th. Gerald Thanos Poole comes home 5th. Brian Mansfield, Brian Burkhart, Jim Johnson. And now on to the 2-minute warm-up. Go get your popcorn and drinks ready now. It's going to get exciting in this feature. They were side by side most of the way through that last heat, and once you get all these cars on track, it'll be even more so. Currently, Ryan Nesbitt is fastest on the track. And we heard Chris Standard say before the race that he was the one to watch tonight. But Corey Goodall has picked up the pace. He is now the fastest car on track. There is Corey in the 333. Trevor Burge third fastest, and he was competing for the lead earlier in his heat in the 24 car. There's the 96 of Skylar Massey. He is always one to watch here, as is Ben Flanagan in the 111. All right, warm-up is done, practice is done, heats are done. It is time to get to the main event. And here's how they line up. Patrick Coluccio and Ryan Nesbitt on the front row. Lance Spawnberg, Wayne Bridges, second row. Third row is going to be Skylar Massey and Derek Nearhood. Chris Standridge and Corey Goodall round out the fourth row. Ninth and 10th is Kevin Martin, Jared Heasley, Michael Whiting, and Trevor Burge are your top 12. Then you've got Ben Flanagan, Gerald Thanospool, and Brian Mansfield rounding out this 15-car field, it looks like. Pace trucks got them in motion. Just got word from the pits of Jared Heasley. He feels like he's got something here. He might be able to get up there, but he is going to have to get past some of the best drivers in this series. Patrick Coluccio was up front in his heat in the 358 and big block mod race. We'll see if he can hold on to that lead again here tonight. Start first, finish first. We'll see if Patrick Coluccio can get it done tonight. Pace truck is in. Waiting for the flagman holding back, and green flag is in the air. Patrick Coluccio and Wayne Bridges lead them down into turn one. Mid-pack, a lot of battles going on while Patrick Coluccio trying to open up a lead, and Wayne Bridges is going to help out Lance Spawnberg to the inside, battling for second place. So we might see Patrick be able to run away here. Meanwhile, Derek Nearhood is up 2 positions to fourth. Corey Goodall, Kevin Martin, Jared Heasley, and Michael Whiting all have gained a couple of positions. Ryan Nesbitt has gone backwards, as has Chris Standridge. I do believe they had to start in the back today. Down into 1 and 2. They were looking like they were going to make it 3 wide. Not quite yet, but only 30 laps in this feature. We'll see how much 3 wide racing we get as they're 3 wide at the back of the pack. Thanos to the outside, Chris Standridge to the inside, and Ryan Nesbitt right on their back bumper. Will these 3 be able to make their way through the field? Patrick Coluccio's got to be loving. Oh, we've got contact on the front straightaway. Looks like the 44 was involved. Michael Whiting. Caution is out. Looking at Brian Mansfield, he drifts up, catches the 44. Oh no, that's Brian that ends up spinning down to the inside. Let's take another look at it. As he comes through 3 and 4. And it looks like Tom Land got a little squirrely and he had to check up a little bit, and the 96 just had nowhere to go. And I can tell you one thing, Patrick Coluccio did not want to see this caution. He had already ran away from the field once. He's going to try and do it again here. Currently, you got Patrick Coluccio, Wayne Bridges, Lance Spawnberg, Derek Nearhood, and Skylar Massey leading. Kevin Martin is in 6th. He's moved up 3 spots since the start. Corey Goodall has moved up 1 spot to 7th. Jared Heasley's moved up 2 spots to 8th. Michael Whiting up 3 spots to 9th. Ryan Nesbitt and Chris Standridge still mired way in the back early in the running. A lot of dust in the air. Hopefully it'll clear and we'll get some green flag racing as they come down. Green flag in the air, 25 laps to go. 24 now. Patrick Coluccio off the front yet again. Wayne Bridges and Lance Sponberg battle for second. Patrick Coluccio just wants some green flag racing with these guys battling back here as Lance Sponberg almost gets into the 40 of Derek Nearhood there. Now almost gets in, and looks like we are going to have a caution. Looks like Sponberg was having a lot of problems there. And you see the 14 drift down. He clips the 92 and then comes around. And that brings us under our second caution. Patrick Coluccio still up in the lead. Patrick is putting on quite a show here tonight. He is always a contender, but here tonight he is definitely running off the front. Nick Frank cheering for his teammates on the team RDR. Just a reminder, we are live on Facebook and Twitch, and we have a YouTube channel. Go check them all out. Like, subscribe, share. Share with everybody, your barber, your doctor, your best friend's uncles. I cannot remember that Spaceballs quote. And just a reminder to stick around after this for the enduro race. You heard it, 305s and street stocks on an asphalt track. Whoever makes it to 50 laps first wins. No damage, no caution. Utter insanity. You do not want to miss out on that. Green flag is in the air, 22 laps to go, and it looks like the 92, Wayne Bridges, gets a good jump on that restart. Patrick Coluccio does not let him get away, though. Patrick Coluccio sends it back down into 3 and 4, trying to get the run back to the lead. Skylar Massey working his way forward. He is now up to 3rd. Derek Nearwood up to 4th. Trevor Burge now up to 5th place. Started in 11th. He is on the move as well. Jared Heasley started in 10th. Now up to 6th. And you see those lap times right now. Patrick Coluccio has definitely had the fastest laps here tonight. It's just a question if he can get back up there, catch back up to Wayne Bridges, get past Skylar Massey, get back up there and retake the lead. 19 laps to go, coming to 18 laps to go. They are 3 wide for 2nd place. Derek Nearhood, Skylar Massey, Patrick Coluccio, 3 wide coming off turn 2. Skylar Massey has managed to assert a little bit of a lead over these two, but they are right there. Meanwhile, Jared Heasley is fighting his way up through. He's now up to 6th. Chris Standridge had to start at the back of the field. He has now worked his way all the way up to 7th. Gerald Thanos Poole started in 14th in the 25 car. He is now up to 8th place as he battles back there with Chris Ironman Standridge right in front of him. And they've got Jared Heasley right there with them, as well as that 74 of Ryan Nesbitt. And you heard Chris Standridge say it before the race, Ryan Nesbitt was the one to watch. Wayne Bridges still, though, off the front. Skylar Massey has not been able to close down on him yet. Caution is out. Looks like Lance Spanberg. Lance got off into turn 3, up into the wall, rode the wall around the corner, and that brings us under caution again. And for the first time, you know, Patrick Coluccio wanted to see this caution so he can have an opportunity to reclaim the lead. He had fallen back to about 4th place. Wayne Bridges started in 4th. He is now up into 1st. Lance Spanberg currently on pit road. So it'll be Wayne Bridges, Skylar Massey, Derek Nearhood, Patrick Coluccio, and Trevor Burge round out your top 5. And then it is going to be Chris Standridge, Ryan Nesbitt, Michael Whiting, Brian Mansfield, and Kevin Martin are the top 10. Corey Goodall back in 11th. Ben Flanagan back to 12th. Lance Spanberg currently being scored in 13th. Jared Heasley currently being shown a lap down after being up there battling for about 7th place. We'll have to find out what happened there. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. Wayne Bridges and Skylar Massey lead them down into turn 1. Patrick Coluccio right there on the back bumper of him. Meanwhile, you've got several battles going on back behind them, and they are bumping through turns 3 and 4. Everybody manages to keep it straight, but that was a bit crazy there as Derek Nearhood got together with, I believe that was Coluccio. And the new dust and smoke effects with the most recent iRacing update sometimes do get a bit overwhelming, making it very difficult to see. Wayne Bridge is currently starting to open up a bit of a lead over Derek Nearhood, Ryan Nesbitt, and Skylar Massey all right there. Another one on the move, Chris Standridge. And you can take a look where they are, the positions they moved up. It looks like Brian Mansfield has picked up quite a few spots, up to 9th from 15th. Michael Whiting up 5 spots from 12th to 7th now. Back up front, it is Wayne Bridges leading the battle. Derek Nearhood right behind him in 2nd place. And let's see if we can take a ride around in the middle of this battle with Chris Standridge as he comes off turns 3 and 4. As he goes through 1 and 2, you can see they are kicking up a ton of dust. The battle is going crazy right in front of him, and he is just trying to get past that Loud Raps car of Patrick Coluccio right now. Chris Standridge now up to 5th. Patrick Coluccio back to 4th. Ryan Nesbitt, he was talked about before the start of the race. Had to start in the back, and now he is all the way up to 3rd. Derek Nearhood drops to 3rd as Ryan Nesbitt takes 2nd. Caution is out. Michael Whiting involved, I believe. You see the 44 going through turns 1 there. Looks like he drifted up, clipped the 22, collected another car there, and ended up in the outside wall. lot of dust on the track here tonight, but right now it is Wayne Bridges leading the field. There's Wayne in the 92. Right behind him is the 40 of Derek Nearhood. And, of course, you've got Ryan Nesbitt in third. Patrick Coluccio started on the pole, had held on to the lead until the first caution. Now back in fourth. We'll see if he can get back up there. Chris Standridge, another one they had to start in the back. He is back up to fifth. Trevor Burge is sixth. Skylar Massey seventh. Ben Flanagan back there in eighth. Kevin Martin in ninth. Corey Goodall is 10th. Lance Sponberg, Brian Mansfield, and Michael Whiting round out your field. Gerald Thanos Poole and Jared Heasley both showing at least one lap down at the moment. Pace truck is in. Wayne Bridges will lead them down. Single file restart this time. Coming down, we will be getting 3 to go. Green flag in the air, and the 40 dives to the inside on the restart. Battling right there. Oh! Patrick Coluccio got bumped down to the inside by the 40. Looked like he had dove it in there pretty hard, and got right on the 40's line. That's as the 22 of Chris Standridge is starting to go backwards a little bit. He's up to fourth now. He was running for third as we get a big send into turn 3. Caution is out. Looks like the 22 sent it down in there really hard, collected Patrick and a couple of other cars. And a very tough night for the driver Patrick Coluccio. After leading early and looking like he had a dominant car, he is slipped back to fourth, and now he's going to go backwards a little bit more after that incident. Also getting caught in turns 1 and 2 on an earlier lap, got knocked to the inside, managed to recover a couple positions, and then got caught again. Patrick currently showing on pit road. We'll see where he comes out at. Looks like we will be single file restarting again. Pace truck is in. Wayne Bridges will lead him down. Derek Nearhood second. Chris Standridge third. Skylar Massey fourth. And Ben Flanagan in fifth. Green flag is in the air. Derek Nearhood in the 40, sending it to the inside into turn 1. 22 of Chris Standridge taking every inch of the track, trying to carry some momentum as it slicks off. They are going to get the white flag this time by. It is everything you got for the final lap. Chris Standridge down to the low side. The 2 cars on the high side, Derek Nearhood, Wayne Bridges. There they go. Back into 3 and 4. It looks like Wayne Bridges is going to pull it off. Derek Nearhood comes home second. Chris Standridge is third. Skylar Massey and Kevin Martin round out the top 5. Then it is Ben Flanagan, Brian Mansfield, Lance Sponberg, Trevor Burge, Ryan Nesbitt, Michael Whiting, Patrick Coluccio, Corey Goodall, Gerald Thanos Poole, and Jared Heasley round out the field. And now they get to celebrate as only these Outcast boys do. Keep an eye on Wayne Bridges as Derek Nearhood helps him push him around the track a little. Oh, there we go. Chris Standridge gets a good shot from the outside. Oh, there we go. Coluccio gets him and sends him halfway across the infield. Looks like Tom Land there ran into him again. 22 looks like it is dead, so we'll have to hope some of these other guys still under power can help send Wayne up into the stratosphere. And stick around for just a moment. We will be talking to them. We'll be talking to a couple of the winners, including Derek Nearhood, second place finisher. Congratulations, Derek.
Thanks, Doug.
Hey, that was a heck of a battle, and you were definitely coming from behind, but you're up there competing almost the entire race once you got up there.
It was tough. Ryan and me had a heck of a battle going, and I feel bad. We both went for the same spot there on that second to last restart, and we got together a little bit there. It was just kind of a racing deal, but I feel bad it ended that way. I think it would have been a good last like 5 laps.
Yeah, it definitely would have been, and you were getting in there. You were running that low line. It looked fast, like you were faster than Wayne Bridges. You just didn't carry enough momentum off. But you had definitely going into the corner, especially into turn one. You had just a ton of speed.
Yeah, had two really good restarts there, and good speed coming into the bottom, but I just couldn't hold it. As soon as I got down there, it was so slick. The car wanted to come out from under me, so I had to back off. It was hard to keep any momentum. But yeah, Wayne drove a heck of a race. He was so consistent. It was tough. I knew I'd have to try to do something crazy to get around him.
Well, now you get to go on to an enduro, and I have to ask: are you running a 305 or a street stock tonight?
Oh boy, I was gonna run a 305, but after that modified race, I kind of want to do some damage, so I think I might go with the street stock.
All right. Well, best of luck to you. That is definitely going to be something to watch.
All right, thanks, Doug.
All right, that was second place finisher Derek Nearhood. I do not see Wayne Bridges dropping in at the moment. We'll see if we can catch him before the enduro race. But in the meantime, we are going to get switched over real quickly and start watching that enduro race, because I can promise you the practice is just as fun to watch as the race. Stick around, we'll be right back.